Cooking with Ali.
we're on.
Woo! Okay. The next thing we're going to make today is I'm going to show you how to make nut milk. So for those of you who are allergic to soy or don't want soy in your diet, or who are trying to get rid of milk, and are maybe interested in raw food, this is a really good and really super easy way to get a milky drink with just a few things in your house. So what you need is raw cashews. They can be raw almonds as well, raw macadamia nuts. So any nut, raw. That means not roasted, not salted. Okay, or it just won't work, it won't taste good. You can also use actually like sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, but you could use hemp seeds. So any seed or nut, you soak it overnight. I'd soak about a cup, when we're talking about big nuts like this, I'd soak about a cup of cashews for like 12 hours. And then you make sure you rinse it really, really well, because there's a whole bunch of enzyme inhibitors all over them, so you want to get rid of that. Is just rinse it off, and the next thing you do is take your nuts, put them in your
high-speed blender.
High-speed blender. If I had a Vitamix, that's what I'd be using. Anyway, so then you just fill it up with water. So I would probably use, I'm going to say about 3 cups of water to 1 cup of nuts. So again, I'm just kind of doing it on my own, and it's up to you how creamy you want it. If I'm feeling super cheap, I'll use more water. If I want to make it thick and creamy, then I'll use less water. So that's about right.
Okay.
Okay? So I'd say like a ratio of 1 to 3 nuts. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do before I add anything like to flavor it is I'm just going to blend it. So I'm going to blend it for a good minute and a half.
Okay. Okay, we're back on.
Hey, so we just blended up our cashews and our water together. And so now what we're going to do is we're just going to take everything together, and we're going to dump it through a nut milk. Okay? And I just use a pot because it's easier to pour and gives me lots of room. So I'm going to dump it in. And same thing, I'm going to squeeze the bag.
Juice it out.
And you can see it's like super creamy. So this one will take a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't move it so close.
Oh, right in there.
It's cashew milk, and cashew milk is super frothy, creamy, white, lovely milk. Okay, so I have the cashew milk right here, and I'm just going to put it there so you can look at it for a second, and I'll show you how to flavor it in a sec. But we need to take the cheese before you flavor the milk, and you need to get rid of it. So before I'm adding like any of my sugar, my sweetness, my vanilla, I'm going to take the nut, the cheese, and I'm going to put it in my food processor, because I'm going to use this in a second. Okay, so see all that? That's what comes out of it.
That's going to be for the
you don't want to waste that.
cheese.
Cashew cheese, yeah.
Which I just actually tried. So surprisingly good. I tried it reluctantly. It's good.
Yes, you did. So
that's why we're making the video.
Okay, so that's set aside. So now what you want to do, if you want your nut milk to not just be flavorless kind of creamy stuff, you're going to pour it all back in into the food processor. And then I would use maple syrup, agave. If you really don't want any sugar, you can use stevia, although I just don't like the taste of stevia in nut milk. I like agave better. You may like the taste of stevia, and if you do, then use that. So I'll put about a tablespoon. If you want it to be nice and sweet, put more in. But again, it's not my thing. So what you can do is, if you have vanilla extract, which I actually don't know if I do right now, you can always just take vanilla pods and just scrape out the vanilla beans, and then put it in there too.
Okay.
And that's it. So I'm not going to reblend it and show that, because this takes a while to scrape the beans out.
Yeah, but that's it then. That's your cashew nut milk.
Yeah.
Done. Awesome.
Done. 2 seconds. Delicious.